listening to Black Fawn Distro's Takeover Tuesday, the official podcast of Black Fawn Distribution, broadcasting live across the planet and retransmitted on all major streaming platforms. Tonight's program is brought to you in part by Wellington Brewery's Hellas Lager, Deadly Grounds Coffee, Twisted Teas, and of course Canada's #1 genre film company, Black Fawn Distribution. You wanted the best. Well, they didn't make it, so here's what you get.
It's really not that bad.
You are going to hell. Here's your host, Benner from Black Fawn Distro.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on, Kells? It's Benner from Black Fawn Distro, and of course, welcome everyone. This is our State of the Union, our fall edition, fall 2024, and we're going to tell you what that is because we know it sounds pretentious, but we figured, hey, we got to have a bit of an update here because there's been so much stuff going on, including how the background here seems to be a little shadowy for some reason tonight. We did that for effect. It definitely planned.
You're doing a Batman thing over there.
Yeah, I see you got a new mic. Look at this. I know we do one show. I say, listen, I feel like your headphones are pretty awesome because they match kind of our intro, and now you got a new mic, and you know, it's disappointing, Kells, that like your stuff looking better and cooler and more awesome, and I'm over here like in the dark ages looking more.
Well,
and
I've
more.
got the production value over here. Let's not forget.
Yeah,
so
I feel listen, I feel more and more analog by the day. So, but listen, thanks everyone for joining us. You know, obviously we anticipate a lot of people rewatching this. So, we went live kind of like off the cuff tonight.
Just
and
for fun.
Of course, if you are tuning in, if you have any questions for us about anything Black Fawn Distro related, or if you want to know what my favorite color is, or what my favorite ice cream is, or whatever, feel free, drop your comments in the comment section. Sorry, your questions in the comment section below, and we'll try and incorporate them throughout the show and make it part of the broadcast. So, of course, big thanks to our sponsors, Wellington Brewery, Hellas Lager. Of course, they've been with us essentially from the start when we started doing this. And of course, Twisted Teas, we got a little shout out to them as well. It's some more information on them coming up. And also, of course, our favorite coffee company in the world, Deadly Grounds Coffee. Of course, keeping us caffeinated and dehydrated, I think, for coffee. But we've got some information about them too coming up as well. So we are broadcasting live to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, we used to broadcast live to Twitter, X. Which nobody calls it. Nobody calls it X, right?
No,
like
no one will give in.
Well, because it's a stupid name. I'm sorry, it's a dumb name. Okay, like now, okay. I did say before I was going to get on this broadcast, I get all the grouch,
get all the gripes,
get all the gripes. What is it? Grumps, grouch, and gripes.
Yeah,
the 3 Gs.
The grouchy gripes grumped
before I went on the air. But I gotta say, like, whatever. X, I'm sorry. We're gonna try and figure it out. Apparently, we need a premium account to get to broadcast anything to that platform. So we are gonna try and figure that out. Instagram's kind of the same way. You need to you need to kind of finagle this thing that in order to broadcast that out. But maybe we'll take a stab at it while we're live on the air, and we'll see. So, but of course, you know, I couldn't do this show without you, Kells. Thanks again for joining me, of course, and for being along for this ride. I don't know how long you've been doing this for, but I think it's about a year.
Well,
yeah, I know you lost track. Like when you're in prison, you lose track of all time.
Well, thank you for being a friend, Benner. I've enjoyed being here, and for however long it's been, I don't know, but it's been a delight.
Awesome. Well, listen, today's a very exciting day. So it is our new release day. So we are pleased to release the Hyperborean, which came out today on Blu-ray. And so here it is right here. Of course, this copy is signed by director Jesse Thomas Cook. And of course, one of the stars of the film, Liv Collins. Signed, actually popped by the Black Fawn Distribution head office today and signed these copies. These, of course, are as part of our Blacklist package, which we'll get to in a second.
Mhm. Yes.
But we're thrilled to have the film out. It's a great bonkers sci-fi horror comedy. It's got kind of something of everything in the movie, and of
Mhm.
course stars Liv Collins, of course, Rye Barrett, who is like, fresh off In a Violent Nature, and of course, Tony Burgess and Jessica Vanno and Jonathan Craig. So it's a fantastic film from the writer of Pontypool. So if you like Pontypool, check it out. And Jesse Thomas Cook, fantastic human being, a very jolly fellow. I love that dude so much. And but obviously responsible for some really, really great genre films, including Septic Man and Cult Hero, as well as many others. But he's presently, I think he just wrapped shoot on a new film, so some details coming soon. I won't spoil them here for him. But again, nice to see Hyperborean hit Blu-ray. Of course, it's been out for a little while on VOD in Canada. So if you're in Canada, you can rent it on Bell, Rogers, Shaw, and Telus. And of course, you can also rent it or buy it on iTunes, of course, and YouTube. So the YouTube link, if you're watching us on YouTube tonight, is actually located down below. So you can rent the film on YouTube, or you can go to any location at Sunrise Records, Cinema One. They're carrying the film as well, and pick up a physical copy of the film also. So listen, if you're a physical collector, we did a couple things. We like physical stuff, right? Well, we like collecting stuff.
We
Right,
do. We
Kells?
have a lot of stuff. We have an abundance of stuff.
Yeah.
I would guess, looking around either of our offices, an abundance of things.
It's like past the screen. It's like minimalist. It's like
Yeah.
everything is crowded into
It's all
these back.
crammed in. The rest of
No,
my house
hey,
is fully empty.
yeah, absolutely, you're right. We like stuff.
Mhm.
And so obviously, when we started doing this company thing, and we started releasing films, we really wanted to do something special for fans, physical collectors of media out there. And that's why we started our Blacklist packages. And our Blacklist packages are exclusive to Black Fawn Distro. We put one out for any one of our brand new releases. So sometimes we do re-releases of films. Those don't technically count, but for any new release, such as the Hyperborean, we kind of put together this kind of VIP package, which includes some exclusive stuff. And we only have a limited edition, limited number of these packages. And lots of people, there is some confusion as to how it works. We've changed some stuff because the last 3 or 4 years have been, they've required change. And we also wanted to up our game a bit. And we listened to some feedback we had from our customers, our fans, people at conventions that come up to the booth and stuff. And we really took all that to heart and really came up with something like a bit more of an inclusive package that has just some stuff that people want and would really like to get, especially for genre films, especially for genre films made in Canada, especially for genre films made in Canada that feature a whole host of people that have worked on different projects and that sort of thing that are really ingrained into like Canadian film and the genre space in particular. It's a way for them to support and also put some cool stuff on your shelf. So if you like stuff, we got stuff for you. So how the Blacklist works is that if before today or before 2024, let's say, you ever
At the end of
purchased
2024? Oh, I see. I see where you're
sorry,
going with this.
sorry. Yes. Thank you. Before the beginning of 2024. So before 2024.
In the before times.
Can I finish? Finish? So what we did was that if you ever bought a Blacklist package from us anytime in the past, you automatically get 25% off any future Blacklist packages. And what we've done is we've grandfathered that in. So if you've ever bought a package from us before, you should be on our mailing list. If not, reach out to us, hit us up on Instagram or, on our website, or you can let us know here if you'd like. And just, let us know that you're not getting your Blacklist discount code, and we'll make sure you get one. Okay. So we are going to make there's a couple caveats to what I'm going to say next, but essentially we'll take care of you. So if you really, really want one of these newer packages that come out and you want your 25% discount because you've been with us from the get-go, you automatically get that 25% off any future package forever until, I don't know, but until I'm not allowed to put them together or I'm not capable of putting them together. So now, if you aren't a Blacklist package member and you want to join the Blacklist, what we've done is we've actually created a membership card. which is $50. So if you buy the membership card for $50, it gets you 25% off every package that we ever put out. And that's going forward. So we'll add you to our blacklist mailing list. You'll get an update as to whenever a blacklist is dropping. You'll get a special discount code, and that'll save you 25% off at the checkout in our online store whenever you buy a blacklist package. Now, we also upped the blacklist packages, and we've made 2 because a lot of people said, well, sometimes I want to support and I want some of the stuff, and sometimes I want to like some of the other films like are my favorites, so I want something more. So what we decided to do is we decided to build 2 packages. I'm going to throw them up on the screen. Kells, you ready to do the side split here?
Dodge,
So,
dip, dive, and dodge.
Yeah. So we didn't have duck, dip, dive, dodge, and duck, or whatever it is. So listen, I didn't have a chance to build a panel for like a widescreen panel for this, but this is our mega package, right? So essentially, I think it's $82.99 regular price. If you have a blacklist code, you get 25% off that at the register. And of course, this includes a whole bunch of other really, really cool stuff. Of course, a copy of the Hyperborean on Blu-ray. You get 3 mini lobby cards included. The Blu-ray itself has reversible cover art, as well as a limited edition slipcase, which is like our VHS style kind of slipcase. Big shout out to Small Dog Design. They helped us put together that VHS retro slipcase that would which we've used for our last 4 or 5 releases, and we'll be continuing to use as we go forward. They're all kind of different colors, but they line up really, really nicely on the shelf, especially for people that like stuff and collectors. So we are also working with Blockheads as well out of Sudbury, and we got some special words to shout out to Sudbury soon as well. But they are making these custom limited edition blockheads of essentially the villains, antagonists, bad guys, anti-heroes, whatever, for each film. The exciting ones that we're going to do. So they're super, super, super cool. They're custom made. They're kind of like Funko Pops. They're kind of like action figures. They're kind of like, there's something in between. Like, I don't know what to call them, but they are called blockheads. And we're pumped. So you do get a blockhead ice mummy, which is really, really cool. You get a vinyl sticker from Vinyl Hell Sticker Co. They've been doing our VHS stickers for a long time now. We're continuing to work with them. So they're putting in a sticker into the package. You get a Black Fawn Distro beer koozie. You get a Cameron Whiskey Distillery beer coaster or drink coaster. And you also get a bag of this, which I'm really pumped about, which is the Hyperborean Intergalactic Irish Cream Coffee Blend. It was designed with our good friends over at Deadly Grounds, and I must say designed, because it is an it's a whiskey flavored coffee. Tastes just like an Irish cream coffee. It's awesome. And Kells, I can't wait to get maybe a couple bags of these and do some fun drinks maybe with them as well.
I haven't done anything with coffee in a while, and I'm very excited to try that, especially with the whiskey blend. I feel like that'll be nice. I also do want to draw attention to the fact that the blockheads are all handmade, right? Like, it's all like hand.
Yes, they're hand designed, handmade.
Which is super cool.
Really, really, really cool stuff. They have almost kind of like a 3D effect as well, and they're limited edition. They are numbered. They're hand numbered as well. And there's also, I should mention that we have the t-shirts included in the mega package, size specific. So when you order it, you can select your size. And that actually is, they've been manufactured by Twisted Tees, longtime partner, longtime sponsor of the show, good friends of ours, our good friend Daryl over there and his crew. Fantastic, awesome artwork. It's going to look killer. They are on the way to the warehouse right now. So once we package them all up, all these packages will be going out. Now, here's the thing about the blacklist. Once they're gone, that's it. They're gone. We're doing pre-orders for these, and we'll always be doing a pre-order for them. That's why you need your code. That's why you need to sign up on our mailing list. That's why you need to join the blacklist. But once they're gone, that's it. So what we're going to do is at the end of this broadcast, or maybe tonight, I guess, the blacklist will be removed from the website. It's currently in our Black Fawn Distro online shop, which you can go and check out, blackfawndistribution.com. Go over to the store and search for blacklist. But when they're gone, they're gone. That's it. If you're lucky enough to get one, fantastic, awesome, but you're going to want to order these because they are kind of one of a kind, and there's not too many companies out there doing this stuff anymore. So we're pumped for these.
Mhm.
Like I said, once they're gone, they're gone. Now, people have said, well, that's a huge package. Maybe I don't want all that stuff. Well, you're in luck. We also did the Black Fawn mini package, which is a little bit less money, and it's a little bit more economical. Of course, we know that times are tough out there, so, in places, and not everyone has a lot of disposable income. So we wanted to provide some options, right? So you can still get the film. So on this package, you do get the beer koozie, you get the sticker, you get the mini lobby cards, the movie, as well as a pack of coffee. And you can check that out on our website as well. So, okay, now Kells, we can move back to the middle. There we go. Perfect.
There we go. My neck has adjusted.
Yeah. So we're really pumped on these blacklist packages. And if you have any questions, reach out, let us know. But we've got some really, really cool films coming up, new releases, which I can't tell you too much about, but there are details on the way. One will be coming out this year, and there'll be 2 more coming out next year. So make sure you sign up, make sure you let us know. And of course, if you just want the movie, no problem at all. You can order it a la carte through our web store and pick it up at one of the conventions or in-store, Sunrise Records, Cinema One. Go check those awesome retailers out as well. And speaking of conventions, let's move on, because we got a few things to talk about. There's a bit of a segue in here, so I'm going to come back to something, but let's talk about some conventions. We're busy this week. What do we got coming up?
We've got Fear Mall coming up, which I believe is Saturday the 27th.
Yeah, Saturday.
And the Saturday, the 20. Oh yeah, my God, that's this Saturday. Holy cannoli! So we've got Fear Mall coming up. We're going to have some fantastic stuff available at Fear Mall. Some of the new Hyperborean deliciousness. Are we going to have the coffee there? I'm genuinely curious because I need it.
Yeah. So Fear Mall, yes. So we've got our we have our other team of people going out there to work Fear Mall, and shout out to Fear Mall. I bought this mug from them last year, Halloween.
Yes.
Really nice mug. VHS, of course. But yes, we will have the copy. The coffee. Copy's a Hyperborean, as well as our other titles out there too. And we've also got some of our podcast merch going out there too. So 90s Night Toques, Streams and Screams Toques. I think some Black Fawn Distro Toques, beer koozies, that sort of stuff too. So
mugs, etc.
A lot of people have been like, when do you get some new stuff, man? We got it. It's on its way, and we're releasing it into the marketplace where it can find your
house.
Home. Your house. I don't know where I was going with that, but yes, and of course, that's this Saturday and in Bowmanville. Check out our Instagram, or check out at Fear Mall on Instagram as well to get some directions. It's a fantastic market convention type thingy. It's more of a market, but it's super cheap to get in. And they've got a ton of vendors. And of course, our friends Deadly Grounds are going to be there this weekend. And they always have tastings there. They got a whole plethora of different coffees and that sort of stuff. Check them out. They're awesome.
And I would add, the nice thing about Fear Mall as well is, yes, it is September 27th, but you know what's coming up scarily fast is the holidays. So if you have a spooky baby in your life that you want to treasure, gift something to, why not check out Fear Mall? There's going to be a lot of options there. It's some great opportunity for gift giving, and you can get it super early and they'll never see it coming. So just putting that out there.
Perfect. Yeah. Spooky babies.
Spooky babies. I don't know. It's like the spooky darlings, but they're for everyone.
Right. Got it. And listen, we would be at Fear Mall this weekend. And you know what? We are going to do our damnedest to be there next year for sure. I love the people that run that event, and I love everyone that goes to that event. It's such a great, awesome, attraction for Southern Ontario. But we personally won't be there because we will be at Sick 3 in Sudbury, Ontario. And we tried to make it last year. We tried to work both shows last year. We had an idea that we could make both, but it's just too much of a distance thing on the drive. But that is Sudbury
cloning yet.
That's right. We haven't done the multiplicity thing with Michael Keaton, but there's always hope. But
there's time.
Yeah, but we'll be hitting up Sudbury, which is the Sudbury Indie Creature Con. That's happening this weekend as well. So we'll be up there on I believe it's the Friday and the Saturday. We'll be up there all weekend actually, but the event I believe is Friday and Saturday. Lots of cool things going on. Living Dead Girl, the band is playing, they're doing a show and a meet and greet up there, which is really, really cool. And of course, our good friend of the show as well, Rye Barrett, is going to be there in attendance as well, who is also in the Hyperborean, and we'll also be screening the Hyperborean up there along with If a Tree Falls up at the Imagine Cinemas in Sudbury. So it's just really, really cool thing. Of course, Doug, who runs Sick, is what a gem. Love that dude. But we kind of put this together, and he's like, hey, maybe you want to screen 2 films, and we were lucky enough to kind of do If a Tree Falls, which was also starring Rye Barrett. It was the first film that Black Fawn Distribution ever put out. And of course, the Hyperborean is our latest feature that we've just put out too. So it was kind of like a full circle sort of moment. Really excited for that. And we will be doing also, myself and you will be doing a live 90s night at the convention on the Saturday, I believe. And we haven't told anyone what movie we're going to do. And I think we should keep it secret, but it's it's from the 90s.
It's from the 90s. Surprise.
Yeah. Don't you think we should keep it secret? Don't you think we should announce Saturday morning?
We can announce it Saturday morning. We can absolutely do that. And I think the nice thing about that too is that ideally, I mean, always there's the signature 90s night cocktail. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we can make it accessible for anyone who's going to be attending as well. So it won't just be me enjoying it by myself alone. It'll be everyone together as a communal experience.
And that's right. I know everyone out there is thinking like, hey, you know what? It's Kells McNell's. Like all she does is co-host this podcast. But you would be wrong, because this is also our resident mixologist. And you actually got asked to create the drink menu for this weekend.
The whole menu.
And I don't want to put you on the spot and have you work down the whole menu, but can you give our listeners a taste as to kind of like what they could expect if they're going up to Sudbury this weekend?
Yeah, so I mean, I can give you some names of the drinks just for fun. I won't really say anything about what exactly they are, but out of context, I feel like they might be fun. So one of the names of the drinks, we've got the Cruel Lagoon. I've got Not for Minors, which I think is hilarious. The Dirty Barrel and the
miners being like miners in a cave.
Yes, exactly. There's a dual meaning because it is alcohol, so minors cannot enjoy it, but it's also not meant for any pickaxe wielding maniacs. And then we've got
only for minors that are like 19 plus.
Yes, exactly. Those minors are allowed. Yeah. Yeah. So
awesome.
that's it. I'm very excited. I kind of put together a couple of new things for the menu, and I tried to keep it a little bit more distinct from what I did last year as well, to have something special for each of the sort of films that are being screened, to make it, again, an experience. So hopefully people like them and drink them, and then I'll know that I've been successful as long as they've been drunk.
Well, that's always a good gauge, right? And also that last year we had such a great time at this convention last year. It was super, super fun time. I will go on the record and say I don't know of too many events. There's definitely a few. But it's up there for one of the best events of how we've been treated, going up as guests and sort of hanging out with their crew and their volunteers and the people that put that show together. Really, really fantastic time. I know we drove, the 4 hours back to wherever we come from. And, on the way back, we kept talking. I remember last year being like, what a great sort of up and coming event. It's their third year and they're doing some great work up there in the north. My favorite thing about Sudbury is like when we went up there, people said, are you guys from the south? We got that a couple of times, and
we had to think about it. We're like, are we?
Because I was just like Florida, like what, like and or like Texas, like, and they're like, oh no, like the south is like Toronto, and I was like, oh okay, great. I never heard it put that way before, but super cool city. People are super friendly up there, and can't wait to go back. And we're really excited for this weekend. We got lots of stuff planned, and of course we'll have a table and up there as part of the weekend festivities
for sales
or all the stuff that I've mentioned before. So we're going to have Hyperborean Blu-rays. We got coffee going up there, including our own brands of coffee too. So we have a couple blends of our coffee we're bringing up to Sudbury because we know Deadly Grounds is at Fear Mall. they've got that corner market, or that market cornered for the weekend. So we figured, you know what, let's bring our coffee blends up north. We'll treat the people up in Sudbury to some opportunities to pick up
Tasty.
some deadly ground, some up there.
A
So we'll
damn
have that
fine
at our
cup of
table.
coffee.
That's right. That's right. Now, what else we got going on? We got, let's talk
Also
about
in the South,
what's that?
another event. I said also in the South, another
Yes.
event coming up in
Yeah.
October is we've got Frightmare in the Falls, which we're going to be at as well, which again, we'll have the booth, we'll have the fun times, and we'll be bringing the party to that one as well. In Niagara Falls, Frightmare in the Falls. If you cannot guess, the falls is in reference to Niagara Falls. And that's always a super fun event. The cast or the guest list, the guest list for that this year is absolutely insane. There's a ton of huge names that are coming to that convention. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, and it's it's a great event, obviously put on by the same guys who do Niagara Falls Comic Con. But we've actually been coming to Frightmare in the Falls since its inception. We've never missed a year, as far as I can recall. So and I know that because I work it every year. But I'm pumped for this year too. And of course, like again, we wanted to do this sort of State of the Union thing because a lot of things have sort of there have been a lot of things that have come full circle and things that have connected in weird ways. And of course, Rye Barrett, who I just mentioned, will be a guest at Frightmare in the Falls as well. Of course, he was Johnny in A Violent Nature. If you haven't seen that film, that film is also screening at Imagine in Sudbury as part of the Sick weekend. And then Barrett will be going down as a guest at Frightmare in the Falls in late October. So it should be a fun, action-packed next 30 days, right? So
yeah, a lot of action packed
and
in.
Speaking of end of October, we're also pleased to announce that we're going to be back as part of the Halloween Scare-a-thon, which is Casey Ferguson's kind of project for Halloween. So the Casey Ferguson from, you guessed it, the Casey Ferguson Show, is putting on a great event, a great sort of radio event, which is going to be focusing on all kinds of horror programming and scary stuff for the Halloween season. Reached out to us, asked us if we would do a couple of kind of episodes of 90s Night. We did it for Casey back in May as part of Halloween in May. And so we're looking forward to that. If you got ideas for scary movies that we should review, we're looking for like one or two, I think is probably what we're going to do.
Open to suggestions.
Yeah. So you're really looking forward to doing that as well, and making sure that we can contribute some way to Casey's a great dude, and he does a lot of work in the community as far as representing music as well as horror stuff, and really supporting other people that run programs and trying to get stuff off the ground. So big shout out to him too. Thanks, Casey, for inviting us back, and we're looking forward to it. So I think that's everything we have coming up.
There's Blood in the Snow as well.
Right. Yes, of course. How could I forget? So Blood in the Snow Film Festival. It's because I was thinking of October, and now we're past that. Early November, we will be attending the Blood in the Snow Film Festival. All the folks from Black Fawn Distro are going to be there. We couldn't get there last year because we had a wedding to go to. So all of us were indisposed because we had to pick, and it was a hard choice. It was like, I wasn't sure what I was going to do until the last minute.
To call it a day moment. You're like, I
know. I emceed the wedding, but yeah. Guys can't make it. But
all in the ringer.
No. All kidding aside, there was kind of how the dates lined up, and that's how the calendar falls sometimes. But really excited to be back this year, and of course we're going to be involved in some of the panels and some of the workshops and that sort of thing that Kelly Michael Stewart and his crew of again, fantastic volunteers, co-workers, cohorts, however you want to call them. They're a fantastic team of people that are working over at that festival, and we've been going there since, I believe, I can't remember if I went year one. I want to say I went year two and then onwards, but I might have gone the first year. I can't recall. It's been so long.
Just claim that you did. No one will question it.
Well, now it's live. It's like I can't edit, just beep it out, right? So But yeah, I mean, we're pumped to come back to Blood in the Snow, and of course, we had a lot of fun putting out the Bloody Bits, the short film compilations on DVD a while back, volumes 1 and 2, which there are still some copies kicking around if you can find them, but those are almost sold out, which is great, and yeah, and we'll actually be a sponsor of the film festival this year as well. So happy to get on board and support such a great film festival in Toronto, and of course it's 100% Canadian. So they really do their due diligence and get feature films as well as short films that are all made here in Canada, and promote them effectively in conjunction with all their partners as well too. So it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I think what's really awesome about this, Kells, is that we talk a lot about these events and how we wish there was more of them and that sort of thing. But the ones that are kind of fighting the good fight, so to speak, have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And have really built themselves up from very humble beginnings, like from scratch. And I can tell you, like, that's why we love supporting them too, because it's
Absolutely.
we're all cut from the same cloth. And I can tell you that, like, a lot of these ideas start in like a living room, or like,
In a
a
car.
breakfast table at a or a bar, or driving home from somewhere, or like after a
Exactly.
movie or something. That's where these ideas come from. And it's just really cool to see a lot of our friends and people that we've grown really close to over the years continue to sort of like overcome challenges that we've seen over the last 3 or 4 years, and come out the other side fighting and swinging. And that's a really, really cool thing to see, and we're happy to be part of it. So yeah, I don't know. I can't say enough about all these fantastic events that we have coming up. And are you looking forward to one of the other, or what are you pumped
All of
for?
them. I'm okay. So I'm super pumped for Sick this weekend because I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's nice to kind of like go away and have a bit of a weekend on the town, I guess, as it were,
A
and check all
weekend
that
on
out.
the
And we had,
town.
I don't know, we had such a fun time last year. I'm looking forward to that. Frightmare, I'm also looking forward to, because not only is it kind of in my neck of the woods, but I know I'm going to be hosting a little bit of some folks. It'll be nice to kind of see some friendly faces and see some people. And also, again, like, the guest list is absolutely insane. So that should be a really cool weekend as well. And hopefully the weather will be fall and not summer, as we've been experiencing recently. So fingers
That's
crossed we can
cold out
actually get
there.
like some layering. Today it's just rainy, but it's been hot out. I
Oh.
don't like it.
Well,
Grouchy gripes.
yeah, I
Grouchy
mean,
gripes.
great. We were supposed to get, there was pre-show gripe session before we got on the air.
That's true. Yeah.
But hey, if you want to know what we're griping about, or grumping about, or grouching about, let us know. You can give us an ask. We'll let you know.
In the comments. Well,
Twitter not connecting is like, that's a gripe for sure.
that's a grouchy gripe.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
That's the
Do
new
you know what I
adverb
mean?
for it. It's just
Like, I'm
grouchy
not going to get
gripes.
into it. I'm just saying, like, it's like I'm trying to broadcast this thing
Yeah.
that we've always done, and it's like, oh, sorry, you can't broadcast what you want to do now because you don't have a premium
Not
account.
allowed.
Like, it's
Yeah.
bullshit,
Rude.
right? Like,
It's
anyway.
rude.
Rude.
We've been busy. We've been busy
Yeah.
on the YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, a
Mhm.
couple things. One is that I'm pleased to announce that we are actually starting a small network. So this is something I've been trying to get off the ground for a while. We're not. It's not exactly how I envisioned it, but we're actually going to we're going to have a network of YouTube channels and other podcasts that we know, and we're going to be announcing them slowly, but we'll be posting the link to that on our social media and stuff, so you can catch it like whenever you see us posting about that. We're going to let people know about other people's shows, other channels to
Yes.
check out, and that sort of thing. So it's not a huge thing, but it's just something we wanted to do to draw some attention to some other creatives out there that are putting together some really cool programming
Yeah.
and some cool shows in
A
addition to our own.
community.
A
Mhm.
community. And sometimes it's not about me or you, right, Kells? Sometimes it's about other people.
Yes.
And no, but I wanted to kind of like, put something in motion that I think maybe not a lot of people it's just something to give back, right? So,
Yeah.
we're not looking for a pat in the back or anything like that, but like we're really just saying, hey, listen, there's some people over here. If you like horror stuff, especially if you're an up and coming filmmaker or you're interested in the genre, interested in the in
In
the
the world.
industry
Mhm.
or in the world.
In the world of film.
I was trying to narrow it down a bit. Yeah, world of film. You check out these other channels because it's a lot of people. And the first person to come on board actually is Makeup Billy, who is going to be
Yay.
joining, which is super cool. Of course, our friend Vicky over at Makeup Billy. She was just on our Hot Stove from Hell as part of our Takeover Tuesday discussing Long Legs, which is one of the
Mhm.
most talked about films of the year. It's probably going to be on a lot of
Absolutely.
people's top 10 lists. It's probably going to be a lot of people's divisive debate lists,
Mhm.
but a film worth checking out, obviously, from Osgood Perkins, the director and star, everyone's favorite Madman, Nicolas Cage. So
Yeah.
check that out if you can, and on our YouTube channel. And of course, yeah, we've been building out our YouTube channel with as much content as we can as time allows. Of course, our newest edition of our newest episode of Creepy Cocktails. Of course, Kells, that is your, I guess, your secondary show now, or it's I don't know what you would call it. But
It's,
it
it's
yeah,
it's 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 my backup dancer. I don't know. I gotta figure out what to call it.
it's a show where Kells gets me to come on and then makes me an obscene amount of drinks and
Yeah.
forces me to drink them, and then I answer questions and we talk about film and that sort of stuff. But it's
Yeah.
super fun. The new
Yeah.
episode, Revenge of the Creepy Cocktails, is actually up now on our YouTube channel. You can check it out heading over there now. And also, of
And
course,
also I was gonna say, and
sorry,
also that
yeah,
one was kinda, like, fun because we opened it up talking about the '90s in general and about our favorite things from the '90s, favorite movies from the '90s, favorite music from the '90s, so it was kind of a '90s night cocktail extravaganza, having made a bunch of the cocktails from '90s night, the signature ones that I have had the chance to enjoy, you had not,
no,
and I
because
like
I'm
to
on the
share.
other.
You're on
Believe it
the
or
other
not,
end.
we're not like we're in different parts of the product. So
So it was my opportunity to share that joy with you and talk about some really fun topics. So I hope people enjoy that one because it's took a long time to edit.
yeah, I know. Some of that was me too. So I get it. I got that. I got that subliminal
I
hit
had
for
to edit
sure.
that down for.
Uh, and listen, you've been super diligent, super busy on streams and screams as well. It's
Yes.
a fantastic program. Which is what's your tagline? It's like when the show where you find a thing. What is it?
Oh, it's the show where I find a film that I online that sorry, find a film that is streaming online that I like and I talk to you about it.
Yeah, fantastic. You got some great reviews up there, especially lately. Some really cool stuff like the Poughkeepsie tapes, Bone Tomahawk, Descent. So if you like, and you kind of mix it up too. You sort of do like stuff that's out there. Sometimes it's stuff that's new. Mostly it's stuff that's like kind of that's been kicking around a while. But
Mhm.
also some films that I had never watched that you'd recommended that are now on my list. And I have to play catch up because I was doing this show, the review show as well, a review show as well. And I mentioned to you, I was like, well, we can have a little bit of a competition to see like who can get the most videos done. And then you just absolutely killed me because I got busy,
Mhm.
but then also you just went on a
Got
tear.
busy.
So I got to, yeah, I gotta get back in the saddle, man. I gotta get back on the horse.
Yeah.
But I've got some good stuff coming up. There's definitely some films I want to talk about. I just rewatched Civil War, uh, which is of course came out earlier this year. It's been on
Alice
VOD.
Garland.
Alex Garland, who I'm a huge fan of. I just rewatched this movie on 4K, and it is one of my favorite movies of the year. I think it's one of the most important movies and most um it's really diligently made. It's got a great third act, and the whole film feels real and grounded, and it's just a solid flick. So if you I'll save the rest of it for a review that hopefully I can get done
Ah,
online. I know.
there you go.
But if you're looking for a flick to check out this weekend, check out Civil War.
Did I
But you
tell you
won't
that
have
I watched
time
it?
because you'll be in Bowmanville checking out Fear Mall. You'll be in
Yes.
Sudbury checking out Sick
Yeah.
all weekend. So, but hey, if when you get some extra time, check it out. I
Yeah.
think
Did I
that's all
tell
we
you
got.
I watched did I tell you I watched Civil War yesterday?
No, you didn't tell me that.
I watched Civil War yesterday. We'll have some words.
Yeah, and sorry, I'm talking about because people are going to be like
Not
a
not like
Marvel
Captain
movie,
America, not
not Captain
no.
Marvel or sorry, not
Captain America:
Captain
Civil
America:
War.
Civil War, not the
Though that is
Marvel
a great
movie.
movie.
I'm talking about
I will
Civil
say it.
War, the movie that is
Alex Garland.
Alex Garland, which is about
Yeah.
essentially a American Civil War and
Surprise.
focusing on journalism and photography and the press, I guess, within that's sort of the rough
Yeah.
kind of basis for the film.
That's
You want to
the
have
elevator
words about
pitch.
it?
It's the elevator pitch for that movie.
All right.
I've
Well,
got
words.
thoughts.
How was the movie? The best was like when we get out of movies, I go, how was the movie? And you go, it was good. Go see it, and then we'll talk. And I was like, oh, does that mean like I don't know what that means? Does that mean it's
That's
bad?
my way of like, I don't want to influence your opinion either way. So I say like, go see it and then we'll talk. Because I don't want to be like, it's amazing, and have you be like, you said it was amazing, what the hell? Or have you be like, oh, it's terrible, and have you be like, it was okay. So that's just my way of not influencing your opinions, Benner. I'm being thoughtful.
Oh, well,
You're
that's
welcome.
very, very considerate. Very considerate. If you're nothing if not considerate, right, Kells?
It's true. That's true.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen, like let's put a pin in it there, or I'll end up talking all night. But again, thanks for everyone. If you're checking this out, of course, we didn't expect too many people to tune in live because we knew it was we were going right onto the platform, but we wanted to do this so we had somewhere to
30 minutes ago.
send people. What's that?
And because we announced it maybe like an hour before we
yeah
came on.
Well, I mean, the idea was that like people we could point people to a direction where they can go check that stuff out. So
Sure.
If you have any questions about the blacklist, please reach out, let us know. Keep your eye out on your inbox. If you are on the mailing list, we'll be sending out details on the next blacklist past the one that's available for the Hyperborean. But if you are wanting to get your hands on a Hyperborean blacklist, let's say you forgot or you didn't know about it or whatever, we will keep the link up for like a little while longer, but then we'll be taking it down and that's it forever. You'll never be able to get another one. So if you have your eyes or your heart set on one, reach out, let us know. And of course, if you are in Sudbury, come down to the Sudbury Indie Creature Con SICK and this weekend. And of course, if you're in Bowmanville or the kind of Oshawa, Curtis, Whitby area, fly down to Bowmanville, come check out Fear Mall. Great group of people down there, tons of vendors, cheap to get in, fun for the whole family. Get all your spooky needs for Halloween season. And hey, listen, if you're busy this weekend, can't make it out, swing down to Frightmare in the Falls, come check us out there. And find us online as part of the Casey Ferguson's Halloween Scare-a-thon. And if you're busy all October, we'll be in Blood in the Snow in November. So come check us out there as well. And of course, you can always check us out online, blackfawndistribution.com. And a big shout out to our sponsors again. Thank you for supporting our show. Thanks for supporting our company. Thanks for making some of our merch. We really do appreciate it. Big shout out to Twisted Teas, of course, making the Hyperborean shirts, which we'll get this week. And also, sorry, they make our beer koozies too. Like, look at these things. 90s Night beer koozies. Fantastic. And of course, inside the beer koozie is our other sponsor, Wellington Brewery's Hellas Lager. And did I say Deadly Grounds? I meant Deadly Grounds. No. And if I did say it before, I don't care. Deadly Grounds is the best coffee company in the world. Brad and his crew over there. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for supporting us and supporting the show. And that's all I got. Kells, you got anything else to close this out or what?
Join our mailing list if you're not already on it and you'd like to keep updated as to what is happening, when it's happening, and where it's happening. And, just keep being your lovely spooky selves. And we will see you sometime soon, I'm sure.
Awesome. I'm your host, Benner, of course, from Black Fawn Distro, and to my left? My left.
To your direction.
Yeah,
I'm just Kells for now.
In the other box on the right side of your screen is Kells McNells. Couldn't do without you, Kells. Thanks again for joining me. And of course, we'll have an update as to what we get up to on the weekend, and we'll fill everyone in. And of course, until next time, we'll see you soon and check us out online. And I'm out.
Bye.
And that does it for another episode of Black Fawn Distro's Takeover Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, please remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and help us spread the word about the program and our incredible guests. If you're interested in grabbing some more information about Black Fawn Distribution or want to check out our film titles and merchandise, you can find us online at blackfawndistribution.com. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Wellington Brewery's Hellas Lager, Deadly Grounds Coffee, Twisted Teas, and of course, Black Fawn Distribution. Just a reminder, you can always catch Black Fawn Distro's Takeover Tuesday live on Facebook, YouTube, and our other social media platforms. Or pick up one of our retransmissions on any of the major streaming platforms. Until next time, I'm your host Benner from Black Fawn Distro, and we'll see you soon.